everyone, this is Rob from the Geelong Jail Museum in Geelong, Victoria, Australia. And today, I just want to share with you one of our favourite death masks. This is of a guy by the name of Andrew Scott, or he's better known in history as Captain Moonlite, one of our bushrangers here in Victoria and southern New South Wales. But what is interesting about this guy is that he's Australia's only openly gay bushranger. So he has a fascinating story. Now, this death mask was made of him after he was executed in Darlinghurst Prison in Sydney. But his story is quite interesting. He was born in 1842 in New Zealand before coming to Australia with his family. Now, he spent a little bit of time in Pentridge Prison in Coburg, Melbourne, and also in the Ballarat Jail, where he actually escaped in 1872, which is fantastic. Now, he would go north. He would leave Victoria after spending a little bit of time in the Mansfield region, which for lovers of Australian bushrangers, it's the same area that Ned Kelly and his gang, and around the same time, were actually roaming. So a lot of sightings of the Kellys are believed by a lot of historians to actually be sightings of Captain Moonlite and his gang. But interesting with Moonlite, as I mentioned, he's our gay bushranger. Now, his boyfriend was in his gang, a man by the name of James Nesbitt. Now, they were in love and they wrote love letters, and it's a very romantic story. But sadly, at the end of their lives, they had a shootout with police not far from Wagga Wagga, or near Gundagai in New South Wales. Nesbitt would actually die in Captain Moonlite's arms. So it's quite a sad story. Now, Moonlite was taken to Darlinghurst Prison in Sydney and executed. But he would actually write letters talking about his love of Nesbitt and that he would love to be buried with his lover in Gundagai. Even standing on the gallows to be executed in Darlinghurst Prison, he actually wore a ring made from Nesbitt's hair. Now, these love letters and these letters, personal letters, are still in existence, both in the Victorian Police Museum and some letters in the Public Records Office in Sydney, which is absolutely fantastic. But his death mask here, now death masks were made of all criminals to determine if the shape of your head, the placement of your eyes, your ears, the structure of your jaw actually made you a criminal or not. So it's absolutely interesting. And it's amazing to still have a tangible connection to such an infamous or such a famous person in Australian history. What is interesting about this death mask though, is that his eyes are open. And it's really the only death mask that I have seen where the criminal's eyes are open. And this was probably just some kind of artistic feature that the person making the death mask did at the time, just after his execution. But as for Captain Moonlite, today he is buried with Nesbitt. He was exhumed from the cemetery in Sydney and in 1995 buried very close to his lover in Gundagai, which is a nice end to his story. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this amazing story with you. Thank you for listening. Wacko. I love history. If you are in Geelong, drop down to the museum, say good day, see what we're up to, because we just love sharing history here at the old Geelong Jail.